Lord, 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 Lord. What's going on, you guys? What's going on? Hey, everybody in the room. I don't expect this to be a big crowd. I'm not. This isn't, I guess, that interesting of a topic. But hey, Treasure Life. Hey, me, us, Rosalind, Penny J, Deborah R. I'm Chosen, Dee Dee, Treasure Life, Terry Dow, Shanta, Robin Lots. Thanks for that, Terry. Deborah. Y'all, let me tell y'all. Okay. So, y'all know that I just got my dog today. I had told y'all that I was going to get another dog, but unfortunately, that particular dog, I went to go pick him up today, and I got some bad news. They basically said, I'm not exactly sure what was wrong with the dog, but something was very wrong with the dog to where he could not be medically cleared, and they didn't know when they could medically clear him. I don't know what was wrong with the dog. Because when I had actually chose the dog that I showed you guys prior, she had literally just gotten there the day before. So they had not evaluated her or anything. So, today I found out that they did evaluate her. However, she could not be adopted because she wasn't medically cleared. And then they have to send her to another shelter out here in Chicago. I don't think it's just Chicago. I think they have the shelter everywhere. It's called PAWS, PAWS, to be worked on or whatever it is she needs done, or he needed done. So due to the fact that the dog that I showed you guys prior is no longer adoptable, I basically chose a different dog. And I tried to kind of stick with the dog that kind of looked the same and had the same temperament. And so we found this dog, and I have her. I have her now. Her name when I adopted her was Pippi, and I didn't really like that name. It was kind of cute, but I didn't want to keep it. And the shelter said, well, she doesn't know her name anyway. So I changed her name. Her name is now Delila. So this is Delila. She's 1 years old, approximately. They believe she's around 1 years old. Um, obviously they don't know for sure because when she was rescued, she was a stray. Hey, Karma Cutie. Hey, Blessed Beyond Measures. Hey, Ramona. Chrissy Loves Purple. So I think the way that they tell how old the dog is by looking at the size of their paws sometimes and also looking at their teeth. They're able to pretty much rough estimate about how old the dog is. So they believe she's about around 1 years old. She could be younger. We don't know. She is a pit bull and Staffordshire Terrier mix. So, excuse me. So, that is Delilah. So, let me give you guys a quick story time. I had no idea that, hey, Rosalind, I had no idea that I had heard that people have biases about certain breeds of dogs, but I had no idea that people would be so straightforward and really just ignorant about um, about pit bulls. And so I've heard the stigma, that pit bulls are mean, they're aggressive, they'll bite you, they're not good with children, they're not good around other animals, so on and so forth. They're not trainable, they're vicious, whatever. So obviously I've heard those stigmas as most of you all have, but I'm going to read you. So let me tell y'all. So I got the dog around 3:30. We got home. No, I got the dog around 3. We got home around 3:30. I brought the dog in, brought all her stuff in, and then we went back outside. Me and my youngest son, my son, went back outside around 4. So we're outside walking the dog, playing with the dog, getting her some exercise, and doing some training exercises with her because I'm trying to get her, somewhat trained to the best of my ability as soon as possible. And we're just having a good time. I was in a really, really good mood or whatever. I'm a new dog owner, so I'm really like excited about the journey, and I'm excited about taking good care of her and making sure she has good quality of life. You know, so I was in a good mood. I'm feeling good. I'm like, oh, I'm walking my dog. And so as we're outside, my neighbor, who you guys know I live in an apartment building, my apartment is more so like a loft style apartment. I told you guys that before, so it's a larger unit. So my downstairs, the woman that lives downstairs from me, so she pulls up in her car and she gets out of her car, and I'm thinking she's gonna say, "Oh, such a cute dog" or whatever, because she also has a dog. She has a dachshund, and if you guys know what a dachshund is, it's like a wiener dog. So I'm thinking that she's gonna compliment my dog and be friendly, and she kind of turned her nose up when she saw my dog, and she was like, "Oh, how big is it? How big is he gonna get?" And I said, "Well, it's not really. It's not a he. It's a she. Her name's Delila, and I don't think she's gonna get that much bigger than what she is now because she's 1 year old. They think at this point, and she's not a very large pit bull from her bone structure to the size of her head and paws. It just doesn't seem like she's probably going to be that big because she is already one and she's still kind of small. And so I was telling her that. She was like, "No, girl, no, that dog gonna get big." And so I'm like, "Okay." And then as she's walking in, I'm still standing outside with the dog. As she's walking to the building, I see her turn around and give me like this nasty look. So I get done walking the dog. I walk into the apartment, walk up the steps, and as I'm walking up the steps, my phone starts ringing. It's my landlord. Now, my landlord made it seem like the tenant did not call her, like she was just randomly calling me. I'm like, it's kind of ironic that you're calling me as soon as the neighbor downstairs is kind of giving me dirty looks about my dog. Now, all of a sudden, the landlord is calling me. But here's the thing: the landlord didn't said that, where she made it seem like she hadn't talked to the lady downstairs. So she was just like, my lease is up this month or whatever, and she was asking me to, telling me that she was getting ready to send over my lease because I have to sign a new lease March 1st. And she was telling me that she was going to send it via email. Now, I already told her that I was getting a dog. I just didn't tell her what breed of dog that I was getting because I didn't know. Okay, so I proceed to tell her, I think the neighbor is afraid of my dog because she was asking me how big it was going to get. And she was just giving me like these looks or whatever. And I said, I think she's kind of scared of my dog. And she was like, well, she said, I mean, I don't have a problem with you having the dog. She said, it's not an issue for me. I'm the property owner. And not to mention, she has a dog. The neighbor has a dog. So I'm like, okay, cool. But as y'all listen to this, let me tell what's going on. Hey sis, Rich. So I couldn't get Rambo. I couldn't get that dog because they would not medically clear that dog. I'm not really sure why, but they wouldn't medically clear her, and they didn't know when she would be cleared or if she would be. I don't know what was wrong with her, but that's what I was told today when I went to go, or what was wrong with him, but that's what I was told today when I went to go pick him up. So let me tell y'all, mind you, my neighbor has my phone number because, for emergencies or, anything, you know. So we don't really talk like that. We're not, we're cordial. So let me read you guys the text message that she sent me. She sent me 3 text messages. The first one says, "Hey, I didn't want to say anything in front of your son, but it is illegal to have a dog that is over 25 pounds in an apartment." First of all, that's a lie. When I first moved into this building, it was a golden retriever, which is clearly over 25 pounds. And quite frankly, the golden retriever was larger than my dog is. So I knew that was a lie. So then y'all listen to this and tell me what y'all would have said. I didn't respond to that message because I knew it wasn't true. And also on my lease, it does say that I can have a dog. So then she goes on to say, "Not trying to get in your business. It's also illegal for your kids to walk a pit bull in Chicago if they are under the age of 16. That breed grows too strong for children to walk." Now, let me stop it there. Why she's even telling me that, I'm not sure. She has not seen any of my kids walking this dog. So why she would say that, I don't know. But she goes on to tell me that it's illegal for my kids to walk a dog because they're under the age, walk this particular breed because they're under the age of 16. And then she goes on to say that breed of dog is considered as aggressive and is supposed to be in a fenced yard that is 8 feet or higher. It's supposed to have a beware of dog signs up to let people know that the dog is here. I think there's a special license that you would need to have that dog. If you can return the dog for a smaller dog that is legal in size and appropriate for them, it may be a good idea before your kids get attached to it. If you want to start looking for a house, I can assist with that as well. Have a great evening. Okay, y'all tell me what y'all would have said. Yep, Miss Diamond, she about to be a problem. Y'all tell, mind you, I just told y'all that she has a dog. Albeit her dog is a dachshund. Now, if you don't know what a dachshund is, it's like a wiener dog. Now, y'all tell me what y'all would have said to her if she would have said that to y'all. The wiener dog that she has, you literally cannot walk up the steps without her dog barking his head off. And I've never complained about her dog barking. My dog has been here for since 3:30 this afternoon and has not barked once. I don't even know what my dog sounds like barking because she has not barked yet. But you want to tell me that my dog is vicious, but nobody can even walk past your apartment without your dog barking his head off. My dog hasn't made a sound since he's been here, right? So I screenshotted the text and send it to my landlord. And my landlord says she's not an authority figure. That's not her property. I don't know why she acts like that, but she cannot tell you what to do. And I'm like, okay, so my landlord is on my side. Cool. And I knew she was going to be on my side because I paid my rent 3 days in advance. And I've done that since I've been here. So I knew that she was going to be on my side anyway. So then this is what I say. I'm trying to be nice, right? So I say, hi. I say, I'm sorry. I understand your concern, but I'm not returning my dog. I said, I purchased the dog from Chicago Care and Animal Control. That agency is through the city of Chicago. I do have a license for my dog because they do not allow you to leave that shelter without paying for a license. I said, also, I got her through the city and they know where I live and the type of living situation that I have. They're aware that I'm in an apartment. And then I said, I highly doubt that a shelter through the city of Chicago would sell me a dog knowing that I live in an apartment. And then I said, no, I would never allow my children to walk the dog because I know they are ill-equipped to do so at their age. However, if my landlord has an issue with me owning this particular breed of dog, I'm fine with moving. So that's what I told her. So then she says, thank you, I'm chosen. I'm chosen said at this point, research your laws and document everything starting now. Sounds like you're about to have a lawsuit against someone. Exactly, if she keeps harassing me. Thanks for that super chat. So y'all, so then she proceeds to text me again after I texted her. And she uses my first name. She says, Brittany. First of all, don't call me Brittany. You can call me Miss Jackson. First of all, don't. Then this is how she starts the text off. Brittany, I'm a real estate agent and a property manager. It's my job to know the laws for pets in property. These agencies don't care being transparent. They want to save the dog's life. I get it. I'm not sure why nobody told you that there's a size limitation for dogs in apartments, though. It may even be on your lease. Anywho, I will forward you a pre-approval application for a house. So she is a real estate agent, and she's basically, in so many words, telling me that I need to move because she feels like I should have my dog in a house and not in my apartment. Although my apartment is huge, I have a set of stairs in my apartment. If my dog wanted to walk down the stairs and lay at the flat at the bottom at the first level, he could. There's plenty of room for him. Why are you telling me that you're going to forward me a pre-approval? First of all, when I'm ready to purchase a house, I will, and it ain't none of your business. If I want to live here for another 2 years with my dog, I can. And what you're saying to me is wildly inappropriate. So what I did was I responded, but I didn't say much. No, she's not. She's not my property manager. She's a property manager somewhere. I don't know where, but she's not my property manager. So, but she's acting as if she is. And I'm trying not to talk too loud because my setup is close to my front door and her door is right next to me. I'm trying to talk loud. Absolutely, she's definitely crossing the line. So then she sent me all of that, and this is what I said. I said, "Thank you for the information. I spoke with the property owner regarding the dog, period." And I left it at that. And whatever the property manager told me is, and I left it at that because whatever the property manager told me is none of your business. How dare you tell me that you're gonna send me an application for a house, a pre-approval? Because in so many words, you're telling me that I need to move. Let me say this. Your fear of pit bulls or this breed has absolutely nothing to do with me. It sounds like a you problem. So if you have a problem with my dog, then you need to move. I'm not going anywhere, and my dog is not going anywhere. I even accommodated. I even said to my property manager, I said, or not my property manager, to the landlord. I said, and my landlord said, "Well, does her dog bark?" I said, "All damn day, all day." And so she said, "Well," she said, "the audacity." That's what my landlord said, the audacity. And so I said, "This is what I said, y'all." So I have a large like back, uh, what is it, patio area in the back. So I said, "You know what?" I said, "Okay, cool. She's scared of my dog. I can even understand you being afraid because a lot of people are afraid of pit bulls. But it was the way that she went about it. And I felt like it's just like, who the fuck do you think you are? Now you getting ready to ruin our cordial relationship that we have because we say hi and bye and we're pretty nice to each other, whatever. But I don't have to say shit to you. And I'm not getting rid of my fucking dog. And how dare you ask me to get rid of my dog? So I even said, "You know what? I'll accommodate her by doing this." Now, when she walks her dog, she takes her dog out of her front door. Now, my front door is right next to her front door. So if she's afraid of my dog, then anytime I leave out of my apartment with my dog, I will go through the back. That way, we don't have to cross paths. If you're afraid that my dog may attack your dog, then we can just go separate ways. And so I told my landlord that. My landlord said, "You shouldn't have to do that." She said, well, if that's the issue, can you talk to her and you guys can work out a schedule of when you're going to walk your dog or when she's going to walk hers? And I was just like, I don't even want to do that because I don't want to talk to her because she pissed me off. I said, I don't even want to talk to her. I said, I'm going to just go down the back. And that way she's so terrified of her, I will just go down the back, and that way they don't have to cross paths. You never even have to see my dog. You already don't hear her because she doesn't bark. You don't even have to see her. You will not. Y'all, I'm so mad. And then for her to say, maybe you should take your dog back and get a smaller dog that's more appropriate for your children. Who the fuck are you to tell me what's appropriate for my children in my household? What if I told you that your dog is not appropriate for your household? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. So yeah, like I was saying. So what if I would have told you, what if I were to tell you that I don't think that your wiener dog, your dachshund is appropriate for you for you to have because she can't fucking stop barking all damn day? What if I would have told you that, but I don't do that? And you want to know why? Because I'm one of those people like that minds their business. I've always been that type of neighbor. I was raised that way, to mind your business. Yeah, it's cool to say hi and bye to your neighbor. Always be nice to your neighbor. You know, it's nothing wrong with your neighbor having your phone number because it could be an emergency and they need to call you, or a situation where something small, like you got an Amazon package outside and it and they want to call you and tell you, hey, you know, it's cool to have your neighbor's number, but I feel like first her don't even talk like that. We just say hi and bye. what in the world made this lady think that she was comfortable enough to tell me that I should give my dog back? See what's gonna end up happening. Hold on, y'all. Damn, hold on. So where did oh, that's what I was saying. We don't even have that type of relationship. Like, who do you think that you are? How did you even make yourself contact me and had a audacity to tell me I need to get rid of? I'm not getting rid of shit. And now I'm really first of all, for you to say that before my kids get attached, we got attached once we brought her home. So no, absolutely not. Danny said, "This is funny. You gotta fight less than 4 hours after having her." She sounds entitled. Also, don't you know those type of people? Because I guess I'm the newest one in the building. I've only been here for a year. Um my lease renews in March. So I've been here March 1st. So I've been here for a year. But don't you know those types of people, whether you live in an apartment complex or a neighborhood, whatever, it's always those people or that person that's been there longer than everybody else and they think they own the fucking property. And they think that they can actually tell you what to do. And y'all have no idea like how difficult it was for me not to get ignorant. It was very difficult, and the reason that I didn't is because I understand that I have to live here. And hold on, y'all. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all this part too. So then, you know, when I'm having this conversation with my landlord, we're talking or whatever, and she said, I'm a dog owner too, and she said, I have. She didn't send me the link for it yet, but she's going to. She said, I have indoor cameras to watch my dogs when I'm not home in my house. And she said, I think it would be a good idea for you to get those cameras, the same camera that I have, because you can record from it. You can also watch live video um, from it to check on your dog. And she said, I think it's a good idea for you to have it because I don't have a problem with you having a dog, but she said this lady sounds like she's going to do everything in her power to make sure that you don't have the dog. So she said she might try to do anything. She might try to call animal control. She might complain to the city. Who knows what she may do. So she said to protect yourself, you need to have a camera and you need to be able to record because she could say anything. Oh, the dog is barking excessively. And if you don't have proof that the dog is not barking, they may believe her. She said, I don't mind the dog, but she said it sounds like she is going to be a problem. So what I told my landlord was, I'm letting you know now that I'm feeling harassed. I said, I'm a tenant. I said, I pay my rent here and I have been paying early every month to live here. And I deserve peace in my home. I deserve, to be advocated for as a tenant, to not be harassed by any other tenants. And she is complaining about my dog, like my dog is bothering her. And I said, and what's so ironic is I'm the one being bothered. She's bothering me at this point. So I told her that I screenshot everything that the lady said to me. I sent it to my landlord and I said, can you please talk to her because she's bothering me. So I'm gonna wait to see what she said. I would not readjust my route for her. She has some. That's what I said. I said, and then I told my landlord the same thing. My landlord was like, "No, you shouldn't have to do all of that. Just," and I said, "I know, but I know that she's probably afraid of her. Maybe that's what it is." Shanta said, "That's not her business. If it was a problem, your landlord would let you know. She should have been 100 and just said she was scared, and you could have reassured her that you wouldn't let your dog hear." Exactly. Now, if she would have came at the situation like this, like, you know what, I have a big fear of that breed or large dogs, period. If she would have just said that, then I could have understood that. I said, "Oh, I didn't know that." I said, I would have been like, "Oh, I can work with you. We can, if you're that scared, I could try to, make it to where my dog doesn't cross paths with you. But I reassure you, she's not vicious at all. She's very friendly." But she didn't even give my dog a chance. You know what I mean? Angel said, "Just continue to be the adult that you are and let Karen." And then it's funny because she's a black lady, but she's acting like a Karen. Deal with her issues. How is your cat doing? And then I'm glad you said that, Angel, because my big vicious pit bull loves the cat. Not attacking the cat not attacking my dog. They're doing fine together, even though I am going to still keep them separated while I'm not here because I'm still, watching their dynamic. But my dog is not after my cat. She's not aggressive. She's not after the cat. The cat walks right past. As a matter of fact, the cat is more interested in my dog than the dog is interested in the cat. She doesn't even really care about the cat. So for this big vicious pit bull that I got, he would have ripped my cat's head off. But I keep saying he, because I was thinking about getting a boy, but she would have ripped my cat's head off by now. And she hasn't. So, and she's not aggressive with other dogs either. Mind you, she was at a shelter with hundreds of other dogs. And she's used to the barking. She's used to all of the noise. She's actually very timid. I'm trying to build her. I'm going to work with my dog on building her confidence because she's actually very timid. A lot of these dogs have been abused that are in the shelters, or, they've been living in horrible conditions, and oftentimes they don't have the confidence that they should have. So she's far from being vicious. No, she's not Caucasian. Um, that was a bit much, and I'm highly offended. I'm highly offended. Sherry said, "Lies about your breed. Wiener dog barking, I gotta go. 30-day notice. I checked and didn't move in with the dog barking day and night. She needs to get a muzzle for apartment living courtesy certain hours." Yeah, because her dog, because here's the thing, anybody could be walking up the stairs and her dog will be barking. You could walk. Every time my kids walk up the stairs, when we're walking up the stairs after I get them from school, she's barking. Y'all know that I do Instacart a lot. And anytime my Instacart groceries come, she's barking. If I walk out the door to get my mail, she's barking. If she walk up the stairs, the dog barking. The dog is always barking, and it's hilarious that she's complaining about mine. That's crazy. And I didn't even have my dog for 24 hours. Danny said, "Yes, she's saying she will give you a pre-approval," as if she just knew for sure you were about to get kicked out. Exactly. Girl, bad. Miss And then here's the thing too, Danny. Shoot, I didn't have no problem contacting my landlord because me and my landlord have a great relationship. I'm a one, and even my landlord said this when we were on the phone a couple hours ago. She said, "You've been a great tenant." And I said, "Thank you." I said, "I don't bother anybody. I don't have no loud parties up in here. I don't have a bunch of company rolling in and out of here. I have 3 kids. Every time that I go live, do y'all hear my background? For me to have 3 kids under the age of 13, you would think it would sound like a zoo. My children are very well behaved. My home is very structured, and my dog is going to be structured because this is a house of order." So this ain't no ghetto living over here. So I'm a very orderly person. I don't like a bunch of chaos. I don't like a lot of noise. I don't like a lot of drama. I don't like a bunch of stuff. I like my house to be peaceful. And so I'm very offended. I don't even know what other word to use. And just the audacity that some people have is mind blowing. I just could not never imagine thinking that I was so who do I think that I am, that I would contact my neighbor and tell her that that you should get something more appropriate. What's inappropriate about my dog? Bitch, you watch too much. See, now I'm about to let me stop. But lady, you watch too much TV. You watch too much TV. Now now any dog can attack somebody. A Rottweiler can attack somebody. A pit bull can attack somebody. Hell, a Chihuahua can attack somebody. If you raise them to be vicious and you treat them poorly and they're not raised in a loving environment, any dog can be vicious. So I'm yep, I am. Yep, most definitely am. Because I was actually getting ready. Y'all know I love my Instacart. I was actually getting ready to order one through Instacart and just have it come. But I said, you know what, I ain't gonna do that because it's late, and then it said on Instacart that my camera wouldn't be here until tomorrow. So I said, hell, shit. By then, I got to go to work tomorrow anyway. So I just go to PetSmart or I go to Walmart or something and do a little bit of research on what camera is the best. I don't know if anybody in the chat has a camera, indoor camera, but it's a little difficult for me to find one that I'm seeing a lot of them that where you can like connect your camera to an app and be able to check in on your animal, but I don't see that many, that record. I need something that records. I would have asked that heifer, is you cool? Because baby, don't tell me what I need to do. Cause see, yes, you can even talk to your dog. Yes, you can even talk to your dog. She is correct. Plus, put him on your renter's insurance. Oh yeah, that's another thing that my landlord said to do to protect, myself. She said put the dog onto my renter's insurance. One of Krisha was telling me about the emotional support animal. And I feel like I shouldn't have to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, but I guess if I have to, I will. I think I would do that. I would go that route. Like if my landlord had a problem with the dog, I would say, oh, it's an emotional support animal. But my landlord doesn't have a problem with my dog. And even if she was an emotional support animal, I wouldn't show my paperwork to my neighbor. Who are you? Why would I have to show you my paperwork? Yeah, I think she is. But see, I think that what she doesn't understand is that I can be a bigger problem. And I'm actually trying to be very nice and professional and whatever. But if I have to get rid of my dog, you got to get rid of your dog. We can both, well, I ain't getting rid of my dog. But if she ever says that to me again, then I'm going to suggest that she gets rid of hers and see how she feels about it. Very, very controlling. I've actually never, I'm still shocked. I can't even believe that she had the balls to say that. You know what I mean? Like, what? Hey, D Ham. It's off camera. Yeah. I was wondering how was the cat going to react to the dog. That's good. They don't have no beef. Yeah, they ain't got no beef. My cat is more so curious about the dog, but she's not, she ain't mad about it. They ain't kicking it or nothing, laying together and shit, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they not bothering each other. They just kind of like, who the fuck is that? But they not fighting or anything. I'm late to the party, so I haven't heard all the deets, but she definitely sounds like she's gonna be trouble. It all depends on how you raise pit bulls. They can be mean and aggressive or sweet. That's true. My ankle biter is more aggressive and crazy. Takes anxiety medication. I had a fear until I got my butterbean. He's a purebred blue nose who is the sweetest potato ever. Their hearts are so pure, and I believe the ones that are vicious are heartbroken by mistreatment. Because see, the thing about it is that a lot of people that do get pit bulls, because they already come with the stigma that, hey, this is supposed to be a tough dog. You know what I'm saying? People breed them to be tough, and I think that they do have that stigma because people breed them to be tough. They treat them wrong. They're aggressive with the dog so that the dog will be aggressive. And then when the dog is aggressive with them, they can't take care of the dog anymore. And they give the dog up, or they abandon the dog, or take the dog to a shelter. And that's the reason why so many pit bulls are in shelters, because people are breeding them and training them and raising them to be aggressive. And then once the dog grows up and he is what you turn him into, you can't control him anymore. And he ends up biting you or biting your family member or a neighbor or whatever, and you have to surrender him to a shelter because you can't handle him. But then you forget, oh, I bred him this way. My dog is 1 year old. She's already very sweet. She's not aggressive. She's not very vocal. She doesn't bark. She doesn't growl. She doesn't bite. She just wants to be hugged on and loved. And that's it. So she's like a big baby, really. And I plan to be nice to her. I'm not trying to turn her into a vicious attack dog. Any dog is going to protect their owner regardless of if you train them to be an attack dog or not. So she's going to be a protector anyway. I don't have to treat her poorly for her to be aggressive, and that's what people do. So I think it's horrible that this breed has that stigma. And like I said, I always knew it, but now I get to experience firsthand, what owners of these types of dogs go through. I think it's ignorant. I think it's very you're misinformed to think that about this breed. Just you're just misinformed, and to just think that. And the dog hasn't eaten. I don't even think my dog looked at her ass when she was talking to me. My dog was sniffing the snow and doing everything and wasn't even paying attention to the lady. Why do you assume that he's aggressive? You know how crazy you sound to say that that's an aggressive breed? Yes, it is an aggressive breed because a lot of people breed these dogs to be aggressive. So I'm just, damn, like just fuck. Damn, overnight I done turned into a pit bull advocate. What the hell? Like I done turned into a whole pit bull app. I might change the name of this page. I'll have to change the name of my page to Upper Echelon and Delila, the pit bull advocate. Because what the fuck? I'm like, am I really having to advocate and fight for my dog? I even had my dog for 24 hours. But this show the love that you can have for your pet because I just got him and I refuse. I will move before I get rid of my dog. I'm serious. I done took her out of a situation where in a shelter, cold, lonely, by herself, no family. I would never return her back to that. And how dare you say to return her before I get attached? See, now I understand why people are so sensitive about their dogs. Now, if she say something else like that, we're going to have a conversation. And I'm going to ask her, why don't you return yours? And I want to see what she's going to say. She's probably, I think she's about my age. She does have an older kid, but I think she's about my age. I think she's probably like, well, I'm 37. She ain't no older than 40. I'll give her 40, and that's kind of pushing it. And the reason I say that is because how she act. Eyes of vision, upper, just get you a camera. My son has a similar issue with the tenant. They put a camera outside the door and inside the home as well. It's sad that you have to go through this with her. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a camera. I don't know about well, yeah, I think, yeah, you're right. I might need one inside and outside. Shoot, like 2 months ago, I got nipped in my calf by a pit bull, but it was super aggressive. Thank God it only broke my skin. But other pits I've been around are sweet. They act like big babies. Yeah. I have a set time. Mine are good. It's called, let me write that down, Danny, because I really don't know what to get. Oh, so you have a set time when they record? I'm gonna look that. Did you get it off Amazon? Hopper said, bitch, so quick, she pissing me off. Girl. Yes. I think I'm really far up. Let me scroll down. She black, Lady Love. The Ring doorbell. I heard good things about those. Yeah. Love the labs. They are really good comforters. Actually, it's kind of late, but I'm gonna because I don't have my dog on the schedule yet. She's been in her kennel for about an hour and a half or so. I don't have her on the schedule, but I think I'm going to. No, I ain't gonna let her out because she's asleep. I think I'm gonna let her sleep, and then I'm gonna get up early and walk her. Cause her food schedule all messed up. Y'all remember the other live that I did where I said I was gonna be giving my dog raw food and trying fruits and vegetables. Y'all, why I tried to do that shit today? Y'all, I had cut up some salmon and a banana, and I had cracked a raw egg. I put a little bit of salmon oil and a little coconut oil on the side. You know the bougie shit that you be seeing on TikTok. I said, child, my dog looked at that shit like, you don't give me some fucking kibble and call it a day. I'm gonna try again, but she wasn't feeling all of that fancy shit. She was looking like, what the? I gotta remember that she is coming from a shelter, and they was giving these damn dogs, they was giving them Nature's Recipe, which is not a bad brand, honestly, but. So that's what I got. I got Nature's Recipe, and I did put that in the bowl, but I added all that extra shit. She was looking like, what the hell? She ain't used to all of that. So she was looking like, so my son was like, you doing too much. Just put the food in the bowl and so I then wasted all of that. So I had to dump it, wash her bowl out, dry it out. Then I put the kibble in the bowl and she ate it. So she obviously didn't like all of that. She was looking like, what the hell? I can't stand humans most of the time. Me either. Sounds like my Bella. She doesn't do kids either, and will snap at them. She's old, 17. Oh wow, 17. She's crazy, but I love her, and she love her. She hear people pull up before I do. Yeah, I'm just y'all, and it is sad. Like this lady, like really, like totally fuck. She messed up my whole vibe, y'all. I was feeling so good today. I was so happy to finally have my dog, and I was just having a great day. And then she just fucked it. She fucked it all up. She fucked it all up. What's going on, J Bands? So yeah, I'm gonna try to just not allow her to do that to me, because she really, and normally I don't give a damn what people say, but if I have a feeling like, oh, you got to be a fucking issue, I don't like drama where I live. And that's why I said, you know what, if I need to move, it's no fucking problem. I could pick up and move. I could go, because I'm not getting rid of my dog. So that's just a no. That's just a no-go. I'm not getting rid of my dog. It is what it is. Yeah. But I'm going to look up that camera, y'all. I'm going to look up that Judge Joel said your dog needs anger management. Oh, yeah. I'm going to keep y'all updated on this neighbor of mine. Damn, it's 9 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this neighbor and how things go. But I'm just highly, highly annoyed. I'm gonna continue doing what I've been doing, minding my damn business, because that's what I do. I mind my business, So hopefully she can mind hers. And if I run into, and I am gonna add her onto my renter's insurance. And I'm gonna get my camera, because I see now that I'm gonna have to protect now I see, what it's like to be a pit bull owner. Like, I didn't think it was this serious. Like, this shit is stressful. And I was watching like a story time of this other lady where she was saying how she's seen so many establishments where it says on the establishment that it's pet friendly, or you can bring your pet into the store. But with her dog, because it's a pit bull, even if it's a pet friendly establishment, they'll tell her, oh, you can't bring your dog in here. I'm like, wait a minute, it says pet friendly. Other people have their dogs. Oh, no, that dog is an aggressive breed. I just think that should be against the fucking law to tell somebody that. I really do. I think that should be against the law to tell somebody that you can't bring your animal in because you scared. Your fear of my dog is your fucking problem. So I'll be back, y'all. I'm finna get off. I got stuff that I gotta take care of. I gotta get my week started, or get my stuff, myself and my kids together for our work and school week. And then also I was thinking, I do go into the office, but I do work from home a lot. And, you know, I have the ability to, leave my dog in the kennel and then go to work and then come back home and walk my dog. And then I can leave again and do whatever else I need to do for work and come back. So I do have that flexibility, but I don't even feel comfortable leaving my dog at home. And that's sad. Not until I get my camera. I don't feel comfortable leaving her at home, even though she does very well in her kennel. That's the upside of getting a rescue dog. They are already in a kennel all day long at the shelter. So they have no problem with being in a kennel because that's where they were at anyway. So she's in her kennel now, actually, and I'm getting ready to let her out before, I might let her stay out for the night. Who knows? It depends on how she acts. But yeah, it's just, I don't even feel comfortable leaving my dog in the kennel. So I'm going to take my dog to work tomorrow. Although I'm not going to bring her into the office, my job will allow you to bring your dog into the office. However, after today's experience, I see how people feel about the breed. So I'm going to leave her in the car. I'm only going to be in there for a little while and then come back out and take her wherever I go tomorrow. And then I'm going to go to PetSmart because, PetSmart will allow you to bring the dog in, I think. And then I get my camera tomorrow. So, yeah. Thank you, Shanta. I can hear the affection for her in your voice already. You love her and she's family now. Yep. Nina said, I would not get rid of my dog. It's like the first day when you get them, they become your baby, your family. It's hard to let him go once you lay eyes on them and bring them into your home. Yeah. Yeah. Sis, I feel your pain. I had a neighborhood scared of my Nova Shay, and my husky ran into her house saying it was a wolf. But the thing about it is, if you're scared, you're scared. But I think what bothered me so much was the text messages. And it bothered me because I really wanted to go off, but I didn't. I really wanted to go off. So, and I didn't. So I guess that's a good thing because it didn't have to go there, and I hope it doesn't have to go there. I'm going to let y'all be back tomorrow and let y'all know how things go tomorrow. But I'm going to protect my dog at all costs, okay? I'm not going to send my dog back to a shelter. I'm not getting rid of my dog or any of that. So it just is what it is. My mom's insurance agent was snooping behind her house when she came home years ago. Turns out she was swearing her dog had a part pit bull in it and was trying to jack up her insurance. Yeah, like this is insane. Thank you, D. Hale. This is crazy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking now, like, if I would have known that people were this nuts and crazy about pit bulls, would I have still gotten one? Mm-hmm. But I have one now and I'm not giving her back. So we just gonna rock out. we just gonna have to, we just gonna have to rock out. Angel said I crate train my baby and now he rarely uses it. Yeah, I'm getting ready to let her out now. Yeah, it's kind of late, but I'm just gonna take her out for a few minutes and then it's crazy. I gotta walk through the back and go through all of these different changes and shit. Oh, boss lady. Oh yeah, to be honest with you, they don't really interact at all. Like they walk past each other, they look at each other. They're not aggressive with each other. They just mind their business. I don't think my cat wants to have anything to do with the dog. I think the dog is a little bit more interested in the cat than the cat is interested in her, I think. But they're not aggressive towards each other. Thank you, Just Jules. I don't engage in conversation because that will upset you. The landlord is the only person you should be communicating with. You know what, Tissa? It's funny that you say that because my landlord told me the same thing. My landlord actually said that. She actually said, just tell her to talk to me. She said, if she texts you again, tell her to talk to me. And I said, okay. She said, because she has no rights, she has no authority to be telling you what to do. And, it's not her business. And that's what my landlord said. It's not her business. And then, mind you, my landlord also told me today, she said, I'm a dog owner. So, I would never expect you to give your dog back or anything like that. And that's a horrible thing to ask somebody. So she's definitely on my side. But even though she's on my side, it's still annoying. I don't have time to deal with that type of shit. And I have a stressful occupation. I got my kids. I got my life going. I don't have time to deal with no foolishness, especially not no neighbor beef. And I'm afraid that if she keeps bothering me, I'm gonna end up snapping. So I just want to be left alone. That's all I want. Just leave me alone. Leave me and Delila alone. We chilling. Okay, we living our lives. So leave us alone. See, I said that's good there on your side. Yeah, she is on my side, and she said that she was gonna send me a link to get the camera, but she hasn't sent it yet. I don't really think she's that concerned, you know. But um, yeah, I definitely sent her the text messages that I was getting. But I'm getting sleepy, y'all. I know y'all can hear it in my voice, and I think I might run out for a minute. I don't know. She's asleep. I'm gonna leave her alone. But I'm gonna get myself ready for tomorrow and everything like that. If anything else crazy happens, we're gonna document this harassment. Okay, we gonna document this. We're gonna document this harassment. If it happens again, and then we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Thanks for joining, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I will see you guys soon. Thank you for sitting in my live and listening to me about my neighbor that is afraid of my little pit bull. It ain't even a big pit bull. She's not even a big pit bull. She's not even a let me see if I can pull this down. She's not even a full-blooded pit bull. She's a what is it called? She's a American pit, mixed with, she's a majority pit, but she's mixed with Staffordshire. I think that's how you call it, Staffordshire Terrier. And they call those dogs Staffies. So she's mixed with a Staffy. She's not large pit bull. You guys have seen big, huge pit bulls before, with the big old heads, and it just, not that that matters, but come on now. Look at her. Floppy ass ears looking like Scooby-Doo. They were scared of this motherfucking dog. Like, let's be for real. Like, she's not even a large, she's small for her breed. And I'm sure maybe she is not done growing or whatever, but it doesn't matter. You can't discriminate against people like that. Yeah. All right. Well, good night, you guys. I'm going to let y'all get some sleep, and I'm also going to get myself ready to get some sleep as well. Thank you for joining. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. All right, y'all. Peace.